All right, Owls, this is Mr. O with weathering flip notes. This is the second of the soil flip notes. You had soil flip notes, and then you're going to have weathering. They both go together. They're in the same standards. But in your TOC, this is going to be page number 25, and this is going to be weathering flip notes. Use the sheet that I gave you in class. It'll go right straight through this same slideshow. This is going to be one of the fastest ones of the year. So the definition of weathering is the process that breaks down rocks on the Earth's surface. So obviously weather in any way, shape, or form, rain, sleet, snow, heat, dryness, all those are different types of weather, and they all break down rocks in some way. There are two most important factors for weathering. They are what type of rock there is and the climate that's in the area. So these two factors are the most important for weathering, and they will cause rocks to break down or not break down in different ways. So you have a chart on your table. You have two different types of weathering. There's mechanical weathering, also known as physical weathering, and then there's chemical weathering, which if you can't infer about that, is done by chemicals. So I'm going to give you examples of mechanical weathering first, and then I'm going to give you examples of chemical weathering after that. But the first box is going to be the definition. Definition of mechanical weathering is physically breaking down rocks into smaller pieces. It's like if I gave you a rock and you took a hammer to it, that would be mechanical weathering because you physically broke it. But types of mechanical weathering done in nature is ice wedging, abrasion, heating and cooling, plant roots, and animals. These are all things that are in nature that can mechanically weather rocks. Now with chemical weathering, the definition for that is breaking down rocks through chemical changes. That's why it's called chemical weathering. There's different ones that can do this. Water, oxygen, carbon dioxide, acid rain, which is the fastest chemical weathering process, and plants roots via acid release. So if you look at both sides, you have plant roots on both sides. The plant roots on the left side is if a plant is starting to grow through a rock. Plant roots on the right side is if their acid from their roots is being released, which makes it chemical. And on the bottom of the page, there is an important note that you must add. And that is that mechanical and chemical weathering are usually taking place at the same time. It's very hard to say that it's one or the other in nature. You can do one or the other in a lab. However, in nature, usually both are happening at the same time. That is the end of these flip notes. I will be checking these tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the shortness of them.